Alright, let's do this. Hey everyone, Shoot here. It's more in Bluff. There was an update a few days ago, the 18th I want to say, that added some quality of life, a new setting that you can play with, and a small balance fix. A poisoner can no longer corrupt an already corrupted villager, so on average this means that he should be, I guess, stronger. Particularly when you have Puka and Poisoner, or Puka Poisoner and Plague Doctor. Oh man. Anyways, it's been like a week. I didn't plan to take this long, but here we are. Other news that there is a blind deck. So if you have this enabled, when you start a new village, the deck screen will not automatically pop up like it did a second ago. So you can play blind if you want, and just figure things out in the moment. And I think that's what I'm going to do for this. So I'm going to reset it because I already saw for the demonstration. There is, of course, no deck screen. It still plays the sound effect, which is kind of weird, but it's fine. Anyways, 6/3 is Twin Minion, 9/3/8 Outcast Villager Minion. Even though it is blind deck, we do have information given to us, so we know it's Lilith because of the night cycle, and that is A-okay. 6 or 3, so I'm going to flip 6. Interesting. We'll check 4, check 3. We have Wretch, we have Bomb, we do have 2 Outcasts in play, fair enough. But yeah, it's been like a week. I got back from out of town, and then trying to catch back up on work and hours, and then time's kind of slipped away from me. I have been playing a little bit, though. Oh right, also there's draw mode now. So you can click down here, or use space to draw stuff. So you can, make your little arrows and connect stuff and change the colors if you want to help keep track of information instead of using it or doing it all in your head, which I appreciate. I don't plan to do it too much, but it's good to have. Anyways, let's see, 6 or 3, 9 is real. 9/3/8 5/4/3. I need to get warmed up though. So you're probably lying. The alternative is that we have a fake bomb. So we'll start with you as our jumping off point. Okay, that's good. So 3, that means 8 is real. And 3 is good. So if 8 and 3 are both good, then it seems like 6 is also the evil. Alright, gotta get warmed up. That was very slow. I want to send the knight so bad every time I see it. I do plan to make a tier list at some point for villagers, outcasts, and evils, but I also kind of want to wait for character reworks, because I'm pretty sure that some are on the way. At least Streamer, for sure. It's Lilith again, which is fine. I appreciate that. 3 evils, not 4, so probably not Puppeteer, unless Puppet got shafted, but hard to predict that kind of thing. 2 pairs of evils, right side, both sides. So 1 architect is lying. I guess they could both be lying, technically. We'll figure that out in a second. No evils adjacent, Jester, and Wretch. Well, this should mean that you're... so 9, I think, is corrupted then. Or we have Counselor, which is also the case. But it makes me scared to actually check or try. I am going to try Knight. Okay. Because, is there any way to know for sure that we have Counselor? I'm trying to think about that in my head. Ugh. I will go ahead and use Jester there real quick on Wretch, Lilith, and Plague. Alright. So 9 is actually telling the truth. Both sides are equal. So there's 2 evils on the right and 2 evils on the left. So it is a counselor round, which is fair. And I think there are 2 pairs of evils. It's just going to be Architect and then Jester. So there is a corruption somewhere. That corruption is probably Lover. And so... actually... It should just be Architect. Yeah, it checks out. And yeah, Lover was corrupted. Lover couldn't have been the evil because they would have been telling the truth when saying that there were no evils adjacent. Only 2. Oh, we got a Baker. We flip. 3 is a real Baker. That sounds sus. Maybe that's true. Medium seems a little jank in recent times. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna kill 1 because I feel like that's all I really can kill. Oh. So then you're not a real Baker. And you're bottom. Okay, fair enough. Nice Baker round at least. But yeah, I do have a lot more playtime from last video, as you can tell. I don't know how much I'll do, or how long I'll do it for, but something possessed me to try doing 10k speedruns. I don't think I'll be doing any for blind mode, because blind mode is just sort of something that I'm doing this video, and I don't think I'll be doing much again, but we'll see. But my first and only 10k run was about 2 hours 15 minutes. Also, this again is very nice. Thank you, game. Counterclockwise, huh? Maybe some Doppel or Shaman action? We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that means that you could be the evil, and that would make sense if you were lying, and these were all good. And that's how you would also both be counterclockwise, but we'll see about that. That is a problem. Oh. That is definitely a problem. Very well then. Also could be a drunk situation. Okay, so then you're fake. Which means your closest evil is actually going to be clockwise. 4, 8, or 6. You should be real then by proxy. Which means so 8 is real. 4 and yep, so 4 was good. 8 is real. There's only 1 pair of evil, which I think means that it's just you. We did have a shaman in that round. Go figure. Lilith again. What is going on? It does suck to flip every card because we don't get very much score from doing so, but when you don't have information about what you're working with, it's just kind of how it is. We'll just lose too much otherwise, at least for the time being. But it is good to be back though playing. 8, 9, 2. Well, thankfully we have Wretch seen, so you should either be, I guess 8 could be the Doppel itself. We'll see. Oh. I think 8 should be Doppel then. Unless they're both getting some lies, but knocked my mic over. I'll have to mute that in post, because that was very loud. We'll go ahead and test Fortune Teller in a second. I do have the list, so I can go ahead and cheat with ability refreshes. And because I'm doing blind mode, I don't really mind doing that. So we'll check in a second. Oh, and we have Judge too, which is nice. And Dreamer, technically. Dreamer on Wretch. Good job. Fortune Teller on Wretch and Bishop. You're a liar. We'll go ahead and use Plague Doctor on 7. So you're lying. Which should mean that 5 and 7 are both evil. And then we can test Judge to see if you were poisoned or you were poisoned. You were not poisoned. Fantastic. Anyways, 8, 9, and 2, that checks out. Flip 1. Oh, you died, so we don't get the ability back. That is a shame, but that's fine. We will check you. 1 is lying. 1 should be people. Okay. It was a doppel situation. That's nice, though. Got a few extra points from that. No list this time, which is a shame. 3, 4, 10. I'll flip a. Oh, okay. Bomb, Alchemist, Fortune Tellers. 10 cards. This is probably a counselor round. I'm not familiar enough with the spawn rules to know, like, based on the card amount, whether or not a village is X, Y, or Z. I think there is some amount of... I don't think it's purely random. I think there is some amount of determination for it. Anyways, 7. That is nice to see. So we'll use you on 3, 4, and 10. There is 1 evil. So then I believe we'll check Fortune Teller then on 7 and 8. And this should say false. It says true. It's good. Which means 3 and 4 are both good. Good job, Bombardier. I guess we'll use you as well. Do I want to yeah, I guess I should. Maybe I'll flip a few more cards. I don't want to be too greedy for a score. It'll result in me losing sooner. Even if the village is high, the score will be low. 2 or 4 is minion. Old claim. 3 or 5 is minion. That is problematic. You couldn't kill 2. We'll use Fortune Teller. I don't really want it to be just a self-check, though. No Puka's nice, though. I didn't even think about that. You have to be fake. I didn't even think about that until just now. So you're either a minion or you're drunk. Which it'll be is hard to say. You're real, so unless I will just kill you and figure it out. Okay, you're a twin minion. I was gonna say you couldn't be counselor because you would have had to been turned. I guess you could be technically a doppel. Oh, dreamer. That's fine. What do you have to say about yourself? That's good. So it's either, I guess, 2 or 5. And funnily enough, they're both talking about each other. Which is weird. Wait, what? I guess there's just a drunk somewhere then. And we do have a counselor. So it might be Slayer. No, that wouldn't make sense. We can't have counselor. We don't have any corruption. Am I going insane? It's not a shaman either. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Was there any way... We did use Slayer, which is why I decided to go with 5 ultimately, but Was there any other way to know which it was between 2 or 5? Because they were both talking about each other. We knew that 4 was real, and we knew that 3 was real. We didn't know whether 2 or 5 was. Very awkward. Oh. One away from closest evil. So you say. 4, 2, or 3. Curiously, all evils, or all cards farther away. It does say false. It's good. So then I believe... I guess you could be telling the truth then if you're corrupted. You could also both just be lying. Oh. We're blessed. 1 is evil. Alright. It was not. It was just Bog Poisoner instead. Fix the bug that still exists for whatever reason. 193, 639, 11 life. Now the good news is that 3 and 9. 6 is a real Empress. I guess medium could be corrupted. Let me check what 3 has to... Oh, okay. Great. It's just what I wanted to see. And no outcasts in sight. Perfect. It's just what I love. So we have 2 mediums and 2 empresses. Uh, 193. 298. In this situation, 9 couldn't be evil, because it would imply... I guess 6 could just be disguised. And could be a drunk. One card away from corrupted. Medium could be corrupted. 7 is real Empress. 1, 9, and 3. So yeah. 2, 9, and 8 are real. Guess I'll go ahead and mark that. I still wish that I could rebind the keys for it, but... Because I want to be able to use my mouse buttons on my mouse, but... Or my thumb buttons on my mouse, not the mouse buttons, but... Just for convenience. Anyways. So, 9 is corrupted. Good job, Bard. 2 is real. 8 is also real because 6 was evil. 3 is also good, so you're also real. 7 is a real Empress. It's just a matter of whether or not... we know that you're all good, so we know that you're fake. The problem is whether or not you're corrupted or you're corrupted. What else do we have for our evils in this round? It's probably a shaman too, right? Shaman and Puka? Shaman and Ba? You were an Empress. Assuming that you're a duplicate, then you're probably the fake. No, it's probably not true. No. I guess we kill 7 for the information. What do you say about this? It could be minion. And you also, I think, are just... Yeah. And you were drunk. That's why you were corrupted. Weird round. It is a shame. I mean, it's just a part of the game, of course. Like, it's a part of what you have to figure out. But when you have Poisoner get sandwiched and thus they don't corrupt anything, it becomes very tricky to understand corruption versus just an evil. I do somewhat hope that in the full release with more characters, there's a better distinction between corruption and just lying, because right now there isn't really one. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to hit this village. I was going to try and like open up a character to like show the description, but then I realized that would show me the village, so that was in my bad. 7 or 1. Sorry about that. 7 or 1 is which? 3 is a real bishop. 6, 2, or 8 is outcast, minion, and villager. You have to be telling the truth. Closest evil is clockwise. That is probably a lie. That sort of has to be a lie. Does it have to be a lie? Yeah, I think it does. Oh. Really? 3 is a real bishop. That's fine. I guess it was a hasty thing to say. What do you say about 2? So you're real. So 1 is good. Fortune on Judge. Poet 7 is good. So 7 and 1 are both good. So then 6 is the evil. We flip 4. 2 evils adjacent is not the case. 3 should be real. 5 is truthful. I think it's just we kill 4 and that's that. Okay. Ugh. Druids. I love druids. Not really. Hey, it's Puppeteer this time. That's nice to see. Speaking of Puppeteer, 9 or 4. See about that. 3 is good. 3 cards from Corrupted. Plague Doctor. Knight. Enlightened. It always freaks me out. There's nothing wrong with it, necessarily. But it does freak me out when Gemcrafters point at outcasts, because probability-wise, it is, you know, lower on the likely things to happen. But I've recorded some footage of blind mode already. Time kind of got away from me and everything got jumbled up. I was cleaning up my folder and I lost some of the videos by banishing them to the recycling bin before being executed. Should have renamed them. I didn't think about it at the moment, and so they got fortunately erased. Whoops. Let's see. Druids make me curious. I guess we'll start with druids on Plague Doctor. No outcasts, huh? I think we do... Nah, we'll just go for the... Two is evil. It's good. You're also fake. The question is... You're also lying. The hard part is figuring out you're also good. Good job. Good job. You are correct. Good job. The hard part is, I think this should work out because 6 is also corroborating it. Good. Let's see. From there, closest evil is equidistant. That checks out. I don't think this is true. I think it is just 8 and 1. Yeah, that's fine. Our average per village is quite bad. I would like to get it a little bit higher, but we'll see what we can do. 2 evils, it's fine. Haven't had Puka, like, at all, which is kind of freaking me out. 6 is a real plague doctor. You have my suspicions. Evils are not adjacent to each other. And Slayers. I do it sometimes, but it's usually quite bad. But I will do a Slayer check on each other. And I feel like half the time it doesn't result in anything useful. I don't mind checking it this time. Interesting. Because I have Fortune Teller to go along with it. So, they claim they couldn't kill. Fortune Teller says that one of them is evil, one or both of them is evil. If it's true that one of them is evil, they could both be evil. It could be one evil and one corrupted, which is why they both failed. Or Fortune Teller is lying and they're both real. Which leads to the question of which one should I kill? And I think evils are not adjacent to each other. I think because of that we kill 7. 7 couldn't kill 1, so then 1 is also good. So we know that 8 should be fake, or at least lying. 8 is not corrupted. How true is that? Closest evil is clockwise. This should be... I guess this is true if 3 is evil. The main thing I'm trying to reconcile in my head is if 3 is fake and 6 is also fake, then there couldn't be corruption around, right? Because I don't think we have Puka or Poisoner. I guess it's a shaman situation then. Or Doppel. And if it's if it's Doppel, then Plague Doctor is fake. 6 and 3 would be fake. But again, where would the corruption come from? That's what I can't really understand. Eight is not correct. Okay. So then you are fake. And you're also... It was a Puka round. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. We'll kill it again. Oh hey, Confessor. Check. We'll play a little bit riskier, faster this time. We're not gonna flip as many cards or worry about it as much. 3 is real, that checks out, good job. You were not. Minion is 4 cards from closest evil. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should be the other evil then. Yeah. 270 for village 1 is not bad. Judge, we have 6, 7, and 5. Bomb, he kills 5. We'll use you on Empress. 8 is lying. 7 is real. So then 8 is lying. 9 is real. We do have the list, so there was less worry about corruption. Not guarantee, but less. What else we got? 8 or 4 shaman. Good job. Good job. Nice. 1 or 5 is minion. 3 is good. Bad news for you. We go further. 1 card away, you have my curiosity. Oh. Not bad, not bad. Which means you're lying. 6 or 3. 3 is also good by nature. So we have Jester. We're going to use Poet. We're going to use Jester on Poet, Hunter, and... I guess we'll do it on Hunter, Knight, and Witch. There's only 1 evil, which means... Okay, you were a drunk. I hope you're happy. 4 says... Complete nonsense. We go forward. Look around are the hardest anyways, so messing around with Ba and Lilith isn't too bad. And Counselor can also throw things into the mix because their ability isn't reflected in the top right, so you just kind of have to figure it out in the moment. Oh, speaking of figuring it out in the moment, curious. Poisoner is good information to have. Because we have Plague Doctor, we sort of want to kill a liar as fast as possible. Left side is more evil is a very bold claim. That's what I thought. Check ya. Checks out. Good job. Poisoner is 2 from closest evil. We do have Jester duplicate abilities, so we'll go ahead and abuse it. We know that 3 is good. We know Dreamer is good. Jester is good. We're going to flip 2 and 1. Beautiful. We get abilities back. We're going to hit Jester again. Actually, we'll use Dreamer real quick on this. Okay, that's nice. I think 1 is Poisoner then. No, because then you would be... 1 is probably not Poisoner then. Lilith will use you on Dreamer, and we'll use you on Scout. There's only 1 evil. Poisoner there, and then we do not have a Counselor, so it's either Bomb or Plague. 7 is not correct. What a nice shot. We move on. Oh hey, look at that. A liar. We do have Puppet and Puppeteer. You're not guaranteed to be Puppet, but the odds are quite likely. You're a liar, which is good. Oh, pardon me. I am getting slowly back into the swing of things. It's late, and a warm-up always does wonders for the game. My gosh. I made a post about it, which didn't really get any circulation, but if you have any myths or, I guess, bias about certain behaviors in the game, let me know in the comments. I would love to make a video testing and explaining these in detail. And they don't necessarily have to be like fake or just proven. I could potentially, you know, like prove them or learn something new about the game. So anything that you have in mind, by all means. I guess the smart thing to do is, that's also a lie. I guess the smart thing to do is look for an outcast. We don't have an outcast in visible play. 7 could have been an outcast, but that sucks if that's the case. 8 or 7 is Witch. Checks out. Checks out. And then we get to just double roll this either way. We have the health to spare. It's a shame we had to flip so many cards, because we didn't really need to, but it's how it ended out. You claim 3 is good. It's a Lilith situation again, which is fine. We're going to flip 7. 3 got murked. Good job, Gemcrafter, for being real. Oh. Oh. Ability overload. Let me check. Okay, okay. No Slayer on Slayer violence. Fair enough. One of them is probably a liar, though. At least in some capacity. Slayer abilities do not recharge with the day-night cycle, which makes sense because it's a very strong ability to get back if it were to be a real Slayer. At most, this can say 1, so I will vibe with this. And I will go ahead and trust it just to see. Okay. So then 6 is lying, but we can still use it to our advantage. Also, Hillis, you didn't kill yourself. Real shame about that. Good news, though. So, check what we have to say about... I guess we could have a shaman, which means there's a poisoner, 2 pairs of evil. Probably a poisoner like somewhere around 8 or 6. Checks out. Which means we have an evil at 5, 8, or 9, which was sort of what I expected. We do have 2 pairs, though, which is why Shaman is at that location. 8, 3, 1. We're vibing. I'll flip you because... Ooh. So 3 should be the fake, then. You could be corrupted, technically. So I guess maybe we'll hold off. We'll go ahead and do this. Okay. Sort of an unnecessary check, but I don't mind doing it. Closest evil is clockwise. It's not too bad. We do have a shaman. Druid spotted. We have 1 more than we should. I think I can use Druid, assuming it's a real one, to get this check. So Bomb should be fake. Which makes sense, because Plague Doctor already told the truth, but Druid check was nice as well. Now it's just Lilith plus a liar. 6, 2, and 5. You should be the corrupted. Which means you are... Oh wait, oops. It's a poet, not enlightened. I didn't count properly. Oh well. Equidistant. I always make the mistake of just assuming that this means 1 away on both sides, when it's not equidistant. I've got to get better about that. It's my bad. Did the characters always have the little text box like next to them? I swear they didn't. Did they? I'll have to go back and look at videos, because I feel like you had to click on them before to get their information. Am I insane? Oh, whatever. Anyways, 2, 4, 3. Very interesting claim. Oh, 8 is good. I have my doubts. Oh, hey, 4. Nice. 3, 2, 8, 5. 2 couldn't be evil because 8 would be evil as well. For the same reasons, 8 couldn't be evil. Well, 8 could be evil, but 2 could, because 2 could be corrupted. And 5. 2, 4, 3. I think between Empress and Bishop is an evil. And I believe it's probably Bishop. 2, 4, 3. This checks out. So then that's correct. Equidistant though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That shouldn't be right. I guess they could both be. No, they couldn't both be fake. So let me check what you have to say for yourself. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Anyways. Slow down on the pace a little bit. A shame. If you can do like... I don't know. I think like 5-ish minutes per 1,000 score is pretty good. 6 minutes is also still pretty good. But you can get like even lower if you get like just 1 or 2 really good villages is enough to save you like 2-3 minutes per 1,000. Anyways. 4, 2, and 7. We know 7's good. We do have this. I guess I'll check this real quick. False. I'm going to believe that for the second. We'll come back to it. Kill 2, please. Beautiful. So then you're real. I love you. Wait a second. You're not real. I don't love you anymore. Ah. I was gonna be so happy for you too. I guess that means that you're... Aw, man. For a second, I believed it, and then I actually read the cards. That's sad. 7, 2, 9. 5 just got murked. 7, 2, 9. Well, again, we'll just use Jester on 7, 2, 9. There are 3 evils, there cannot be 3 evils. And because I use it on itself, that also does not work out. Nice try, though. We've had a lot of Liliths. Were there any, like, more hotfixes or small patches that I didn't notice? I feel like Puka is a lot rarer than he used to be. Am I going crazy? Anyways. 2, you're good. Welcome to the party. Oh, is it a wretch? It is not a wretch. Okay. Okay, that is my bad. If I had thought for 1 second, I would have been like, oh yeah. That makes sense. Oh. Confessor. This is probably real. It's probably true. I really want to... Oh, it would be incredible if you killed 1. You didn't kill 1. Let me check Slayer on 1. Oh, hey. Not what I was anticipating, but that works all the same. You're real. Because 5 got murked. Good job. Poisoner is 2 away, means that you should be... Oh, never mind. Oh, wait. I believe you. Which means Poisoner should be number 4. Regrettably, we do just have to tough it out. I don't think we have anything to use. 6, 5. Yeah, I think we just have to go off of number 7. That's all we have. Thankfully, it was enough to go off of. Very scary, though. Lilith again. What is going on, man? Like, actually, though. This feels incredibly frequent. Oh, I should have used Fortune Teller first. I just didn't. This probably should be true. I guess it should. Actually, that wouldn't make sense with Hunter. Might be a Puka situation. Really? Or not Puka. Of course there's not Puka. Poisoner. Neither of you are surprising. If you are Poisoner, then I think this should tell me that you're lying. Lilith, but Still the right logic, just a different outcome slightly. Must be a plague doctor then, which unfortunately, or it's just drunk, but that is a real shame. So if it's true that you're 3 away from closest evil, which it's probably true. Let me just check Druid on Confessor and 4. Yeah, there was a Plague Doctor at 4, I think. That blows. That checks out. Not 9. 6, 4, 5. That checks out. So I think it's just 3 because it's not. Yeah. Oh well. 1 evil adjacent. Lilith is 4 cards away from. Lilith again, man, is going crazy. I don't want it to be just all Lilith because it's not really as exciting or as interesting. Does that mean that 6 and 1 are just both evil? Because it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm pretty sure it does, but I'm just gonna check real quick. Okay. But it couldn't be both lovers. Maybe we have a wretch in play. Hold on a second. Oh, I can't check. So we have witch and we have Lilith. 3 or 1 is witch. False. I let my bias get the best of me, killing Scout. Alternative, rare but possible situation is that 2 or 3 is a wretch, and so Scout is seeing wretch instead of the set of evils. Lovers are very interesting, though, conceptually. Because it can't be them both. It couldn't even be a wretch in 2 or 3 either. Unless Lilith is number 7. I know you're lying, though. It took me a second to even think about that, but you were drunk. Which means you are fake as well, because there can't be duplicates. So you're real. Appreciate that. And 3 is probably a witch. 8 or 9. Oh, 4 is lying. That is a problem. 1 or 3 is witch. Do we have a Plague Doctor too? I guess we do because we have 2 outcasts in play. That is rough. 3 or 1 is witch. Alright. I got myself into this mess. Actually, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we have Plague Doctor 2, I don't have... Do I have a way to tell between these? 2, 3, 4. If number 5 were corrupted, and 3 and 1 were both good, 4 could still be witch. The good news is that it has to be 5 or 4. Which I think means that 3 and 1 are real. Guaranteed. The problem is I just don't have a way, I think, of knowing between 5 and 4. Lovers... Knight, we have Poet, Fortune, I've seen Hunter, Scout... fortune teller. 5 in play. 1, 2. I don't want to drag it on for too long. I also don't want to miss out on a potential bit of information that might solve the 50-50. Which is one that I put myself into, to be fair. It was my own fault. Three or one is which? Yeah, I don't think I have a way of knowing. It's just one is corrupted and one is evil. Say your prayers. Oh well. We'll give it another run. Oh hey, it's Puka Village. That's fun. 2 is good. 2 is probably good then. At night, there are no minions. That's correct. Which means that you can't be Puka. You can't be Puka. You can't be Puka. You can't be corrupted. You could be corrupted, actually. I mean, you couldn't be Puka because you'd be lying. Unless we have a, hang on. No, we don't. Never mind. It's just 3. Oh, yeah, drunk, too. That's fun. 5. Checks out. Unless... No, never mind. Oh, wait. Questionable? So we do have 2 in play, never mind. I don't have to merc Plague Doctor on site as a result, that's fine. 2 away, that probably checks out then. Fortune Teller on Wretch and Counselor. Checks out. Judge on Counselor, we'll use you. Okay. Back to the list though, which is strange. I'll send it on the Jester because the information is so valuable so early on. Less valuable now that they're corrupted, but still good. And I can probably kill you for your poisoner. This checks out. It's good. We'll check you on 7, 6, and 5. So one of these guys is evil by proxy. We will flip 1. 3 got murked. You're also a liar. We will do it on 7, 6, 1. There are 3 evils. 9, 2, and 7. We kill 5. It's not... It's sort of... It's inconsistent. I think it sort of plays the odds. As in, it's not like built into the code of Jester. It's just... the odds are so kind of stacked in your favor. But there are times where Jester's saying that there are 3 evils, when you know that they're lying, means that they're all innocent. It's kind of hard to suss out exactly, but this is one of those cases. Let's see. The main thing though was that we know 9 is real. 7, if 7 were evil, then 8 would also be lying, which, I mean, I guess it's possible, but it was unlikely. And then 2, checks out. I will say though, 1 also being corrupted is kind of crazy. Baker spotted. 7 turned. It's good. It's good. You're real. 3 was real. Good. I guess it is actually 1. One, 2, or 9. You have my attention. 6 or 7. Oracles of both kinds, so one of them is lying. 6 or 7. They're probably both lying, actually. Original Baker spotted. This checks out. We check 5. We check 4. We're back in 7 card villages. Feels rough. 1, 4, 7 checks out if 7 is evil, 5 is truthful. Check 3, 5, 1, and 2. Only 1 pair of evil is pretty interesting though. We have witch. There's not a pair of evil. So 7 is evil. 1 and 4 are good. 5, 1, and 2. Checks out. We push forward. 7 is good. No evils adjacent. I have my doubts. 3 is good. Aren't we all just friendly people? Counterclockwise. That is where I have my doubts. Think about this for a second. Let's see. It's a rare Puka Puppeteer village. I don't get Puka and Puppeteer very often. It's kind of fun. Two is evil. Really? See, I'm so used to Plague Doctor just giving me the evil I've already killed that it's actually nice to see them do something useful for once. So, much appreciated there. We move forward 5, 8, 3. Curious. Oh. Very curious. Beautiful checks. Shaman or Doppel situation. We use Fortune for self-check, which is kind of whatever, but I don't mind too much. 5, 8, or 3. Very well. It could have been corrupted, but I was prepared to accept that. And to be fair, the margin of error wouldn't have really changed, being at 1 health instead of 5. A kill still would have resulted in a failure either way. Knight spotted. Knight checked. 7 was affected by an evil. That is not true. 2 outcasts in play, 9 or 6, so you claim. 1 card away from closest evil. Some villages click and some take a bit longer, if ever. Right side, boy. Oh. I guess we'll flip some more cards. 9 or 6, 1 away. Nine or 6 is... Okay, interesting. We'll use Druid real quick. No outcasts. You have my curiosity. Good. You are Doppel? Yeah, you have to be Doppel. So it's Plague Doctor and Doppel, which is fine. And also that means that 9 is Shaman. 2 is a real Baker, 6 is Dizzy, 3 is a real Scout. Thank you, Bob, for existing. 2 is real, 3 is real. Alright. Checks out. Oh hey, it's Puka again. 3 away from Corrupted. Well, we know Bard is lying. 2, 7, and 6. Should just be 5 then. Double check though. Not 5. Oh right, 6 is Puka. Okay, my bad. But 6, 2, 1. Ignoring the Bombardier, huh? Bold choice. I still don't know if a corrupted dreamer can accurately identify the character if they've got the, like, what is it? If they've got the, like, the confessor type situation, or if it's just, or not dreamer. Yeah, no, yeah, dreamer. Like, learn correct info is, I don't know. Anyways. Should just be dreamer then, but out of curiosity. Not dreamer. I guess it's just, double check. Bomb. There is a bomb. So it's not 4. I think it is 5 though. Doesn't hurt. A little bit of extra point loss, but might as well. Hey, Puppeteer's back. That's nice. 6 or 7. Curious. I think I'd rather... I'll flip a little bit more. Fortune teller's interesting. The good news is that between 7 and 9 sort of has to be an evil, or at least a corrupted of something. So 9 and 7. Why do you insist on doing this to yourself? Genuine question, Drunk. Just out of curiosity. I guess the good news is that we can use Plague Doctor on you. Oh. Well, now I'm sad. But I guess that means that we don't have Corruption, and we also don't have Counselor. We only have 1 in play. Unless there's another Outcast in these 3 cards, but I'm not going to hold out hope for that. Knight is good, it's fine. Didn't have to worry about Corruption because you couldn't have been Poisoner or Puka since you would have been lying. Right side is more evil, should also probably be true. Let's see, 6, which means there is an evil among 7 and 9. I think it's 9. Oh, well, I was right about that at least. It's just that it wasn't who I thought it would be. Okay, so it doesn't work. It's not like the Confessor. Fair enough. It was still worth checking though, because it could have been Puppet, and then Puppet would have told the truth anyway. Didn't happen that way though. 4, 6, 1, you're lying. You should just both be, Oh, my bad. Also, I think it is. I think it is. You are Puppet then. Actually, I think this is Puppeteer and Puppet. And right side was more evil. Good job, though. Try and keep our average score up. 3 evils, only 7 cards. Interesting. Are no corrupted characters. There is a world in which this is real, because Plague Doctor could be fake. So I'm willing to check, because we have Wretch too, I'm willing to check you on Bard. I believe 3 is actually real then. I'll check you because you probably aren't. You could be corrupted because of like Puka or Poisoner or something. But you should be fake. Oh, nice. You wouldn't sell out an evil. I know that much. So I think Puppet is number 1. Never mind. Right logic, but not the execution of that logic. That's okay, though. And you're also fake, wherever you are. Oh, there's Ba. That's okay. Ba is 2 cards from closest evil. It's good information. We'll check 1. Right side is more evil. Check Knight. Oops. Muted the whole game instead. 7 or 8 is which? What do you have to say about that? You are wrong. So one thing that is useful, it's hard to make use of, but Dreamer will always give the wrong answer if they're used, I believe. So, like, even though it seems like it's a 50-50 chance for her to say either of the roles, I think because it's not the real, like, it's not actually an evil, she's guaranteed to say, like, it's that it's the wrong evil. I haven't tested that enough to know for sure, but I think that's how it works right now. And that does have some use. At least for characters like Oracle, who specify an evil character type. No corrupted characters, I think is true. Ba is... which? The good news is that right side can't be more evil. Unless 2 is Wretch. In which case, I don't know, I guess just eat me. The bad news is I don't know exactly what it is. I don't think poets are doppelgangers. If there's more than one lie, then there has to be corruption. Let me see what you are for a second. You're truthful. There is no corruption, so any lie is just the evil then. So then I think 2 has to be Wretch. That's the only way that it works out. 2 is Wretch. 3 can't be. No, 3 could be. Which? I think 3 is Witch. Yeah. And yeah, it was Wretch. There you go. That sucked. But luck of the draw. Let's see. Plague Doctor, we have 2 or 8. We have Lilith Speck in the saddle. She always comes around, it seems. 7, 3, 5. Oh, I really hope that 5 was not an outcast. It just got iced day 1. Well, this has it on site for some outcasts. It's really sad. Maybe it's a counselor situation. Is it ever worth killing you just to find out what's going on? Maybe it is worth killing you just for the information. Of course. So no counselor, but I'm also sad I don't get to use Plague Doctor to my advantage. Oh well. So 7 was good, 5 is good. That means 3 is either evil or 6 is lying. 9 is good, 7 is good. What does 2 have to say for themselves? Oh goody. More junk. This is a lie. Which is great. So you're real. Which means 9 and 6 are real. And 6 is real. Which means 7, 5. So you're the fake. We did have a counselor. Wait, what? Oh. Well, it worked out in the end. Interesting. I think we flip things beside 3. Because the implication is that 10 turned 3 into a baker. But if we can find a baker that's not 3, then medium should be lying. Or the baker we find is the fake. That's concerning. Oh, it's a puka round too. Lovely. Oh. So we have 2 bakers. And I guess the good news is that you should be real. And you're not lying because you're not pointing to a disguised character. So you were real. And you're both real. And you're real. You're fake. You were puka. 3 was corrupted. Fair enough. 5 and 3 were corrupted. 2 is probably not truthful. This is a little jank. So one of the Plague Doctors is fake, and I think one of the Plague Doctors, and then I guess Poet. It's probably the situation. Very fortunate that we happened to use the fake Plague Doctor ability, because otherwise it wouldn't have been very useful. 5 is not corrupted. You're both evil. You've lied to me. Oh, right, because we have Doppelganger here. Whoops. Oh, no. Oh, we did. But we also had Shaman. Who is the Shaman duplicate? I guess Baker was the other half of the Shaman duplicate pair, and we just will never know what they were because they're claiming a random role. It worked out. That's good though. 2 is a real enlightened. Clockwise. Wretch spotted. 2 outcasts in play. Nothing illegal yet. I do have some concern with the claim that Wretch is the closest evil, though. You're corrupted. Huh. So then do we have a plague doctor somewhere here? No, we don't. How is 9? I guess that means... No, that doesn't check out. Does it? I think 1 is Puka, and 3 just got corrupted by a Poisoner. Yeah. It was really all I had to work with there. A jank setup, but fair enough. 173, you have my interest. 5 or 4. 8, 5, 9. Puppeteer though, so no puppet. Or we do have puppet and we just didn't have an extra minion in this village, which is fair. 1 away from corrupted. Unless it's Puka, this probably won't be a corruption village. Well, I guess if Plague Doctor is real. I have my doubts. Well, there's 2 outcasts in play. I guess it's likely. Eight, 5, 1. We'll check 5. 1 evil adjacent. So the good news is that 7 has to be real and or corrupted. At best. The problem is the idea that 7 is corrupted. Because... Or I guess... no, 1 should be corrupted. I think 3 is the evil. 3 is drunk. 3 was lying, though. 5 or 4 is not. What does 6 have to say for themselves? Puppet spotted, which means 9 is correct. We have Play Doctor on drunk. 2 is evil. Wait, did they like do like a change to Plague Doctor, like a hotfix or something? I swear he was never this useful before. He was always showing dead evils instead. Hold on, I just gotta check this real quick because I'm way too curious. Was it like a patch or hotfix that I missed in the Steam? Hold on a second. No, just the just the quality of life systems on 18th. Maybe it was like a hidden balance or bug fix. Never mind. Wretch. We love a good wretch. Good job. 3 is a real alchemist. 3 is a real alchemist. Alright. Free check. Oh, news for you. The good news is... Okay, never mind. But if we have any more dreamers, then we know that they're fake at least. Check for you. Counselor makes sense. Ooh, fortune teller again. Wretch druid. Bad news. 10, 6, 8. You're out of luck. You're out of luck. We push forward. Ba is 2 cards away from closest evil. So Ba is what we're working with. Judge, good to see you. Six is telling the truth. I'm a believer. I'm a firm believer. That's not good though. Is it possible that poet is also lying? I guess it is. But also, irrelevant to this village. One card away from closest evil. I don't believe that. Telling the truth. Fair enough. Fair enough. A hasty kill. Oh, I was worried about that. I was thinking in my mind, like, I'm just so greedy for points, man. I'm so greedy. Because I was thinking, like, what if the Plague Doctor is fake, and then it's the evil on it is number 1 instead of number 6. But I went for it anyways, because I couldn't resist the allure of an extra 10 to 20 points for the kill. Anyways. Also, the fact that it's Ba and not... Wait, was it supposed to be Ba? Or was it last village that was talking about Ba? I guess it wouldn't have mattered, because I sort of knew anyways, given that, we couldn't have had Puka, at least not here, because he would have been corrupted by extension. This is a concern, though. I guess we'll check. 4 is not corrupted. I don't think we have Counselor, but maybe just in case. 2-7. Maybe we do have Counselor, then. That doesn't check out, though. I think you're corrupted, and 4 is evil. Wait a second. You're corrupted, and 2 is evil. And we do have Counselor, because 2 made 1. I think that checks out. I think it has to be 3 then. It's tough, actually. Definitely a Counselor situation, for sure. It can't be Architect, because if it would be true if they were telling, if it were, and that can't be the case. The question now is Hunter. Because the weird thing is, actually, I think it has to be 3. Because we can't have more than 2 lies. We only have 1 evil and 1 corrupted left. 5 has to be the corrupted. Which means, I think it has to be 3. No, it could be 2. It's tough. Ah. I don't really have a basis for one over the other, I think. Yeah, I don't think I do. Keep in mind that 3 is on the right side, because it's a 7-card village. It's an odd number. And because 4 and 1 are right here, it could be either, because it could have created either outcast. Yeah, I think it is just a 50-50. It's a shame. Again, probably just by greed. If I had flipped all the cards first, maybe I could have avoided the situation. Alternatively, I would have probably not used Plague Doctor on the Bombardier, and thus I might have been able to save it for an actual corrupted character. Oh, bless. Hey, it's Puka. Very fortunate in that situation. You are dizzy. Evils are not adjacent. There are no minions. 3 away from corrupted. Fair enough. One or the other. 2 away from closest to evil. 7, 6, 1. The good news is that 6 and 7 can't both be evil. Ooh. It's a small village for 3 evils. Oh, Puppeteer! Well, well, well. You have my interest. Oh, nice, you're rich. Oh, then you're probably fake. Because you shouldn't be seeing an outcast. Yeah. A case where flipping the cards helped a lot, because if I hadn't known about Wretch, I wouldn't have known about the Bishop. For reference, if you don't know, when you have Wretch as your only outcast, and there's a Bishop in play, it should only procure 2 numbers, a minion and an evil. Or a villager and a minion. Because there is, in their eyes, no outcast in play. Which is why this is fake, because it has all 3 numbers. It shouldn't. So 6 is good, 7's good, 1 is good. This checks out. I guess it's just all you 3. That's fine. Oh, hey, Judge. 2 evils adjacent to me. I am too curious to pass up. Okay, the more you know. Willis 10 is lying, so we have a very powerful multi-use judge about to demolish this village. Famous last words, but also true. Evil. Good. I don't necessarily think that this means that both villagers are good because of it claiming 2, but the odds are likely that they're both good. Just because you're much more likely to have 2 evils in this many cards than you are to have 2 evils, or sorry, and an evil in just 9 or 1. Anyways. Interesting claim. Counterclockwise. 6 is saying the truth. Seven is saying the truth. Interesting. We know that you're real, which means 1, 2, 3. So there's an evil 3 away here. There's an evil... There's 3 here, 4 this way, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2... No, that doesn't work out either. Unless it's Druid. I guess Druid is one of the evils then. And then that means, because that's true, 1, 2, it has to be an uneven number of spaces. So if it's 1, 2 here, and then it moves down, that should mean that it can't be 2 away. It has to be 3. So it should be the other enlightened. Nice. Oh, you're dizzy. That's so sad. Alright, well. Sucks to suck. This is very useful to have. We can abuse... Oh. Let's see what you have to say for yourself. Oh no. Yikes. No evils adjacent. I got bad news for you. Oh, hey, a baker. We'll flip a little bit. 2, 7, and 6. Checks out. We use you again. We're gonna go fortune teller. We're gonna go 5. We use you. We already knew that. So you're not perfect. Maybe it was just variance then. Because here we do have a situation of Plague Doctor giving us an already dead evil. Oh well. You were also corrupted. Weird. What could have corrupted you then? Is 3 a poisoner? And then we have a doppel situation. 2, 7, 6 checks out. Because this has to be true. The only way for 4 to be corrupted is for 3 to be poisoner. But I want to just double check this. That checks out. And this would make sense as well. Okay. Very jank. 1 is good, so you say. I don't know about that one. It is Lilith again, which is nice. Lilith is always tends to be the easiest one. Fortune teller again is very strong. 7, 6, and 3. We'll use... We'll use you on... What's the best way to use this real quick? I'm trying to think. Okay. So then 6 is also evil. Okay. 5, 2, 7. 1 evil adjacent to me. Ugh. Ugh. Let's see. I love sending night, but I can't. I'll get my wish eventually, though. So curious. 2 pairs of evil. Night again. Judge. That is problematic. We have witch. That's good to know. It also kind of sucks. I guess you should just kind of play around the idea of witch, and thus you should try to avoid saving an important card for last. Druid, though, on bomb. Checks out. So you should be real. We have a way to self-check now. self-check. Okay. Which means it's good. One evil adjacent to 2 pairs of evil. There's probably only 1 pair of evil. 5, 2, 7. You seem like a liar, but I don't want to be too judgmental. You're real. Check other knight. You're fake. We can flip 1 now. Oh, look at that. Should it be Ba? 5, 2, 7. There are 2 pairs of evil. What do you know? 3 is a real plague doctor. I'll be the judge of that. Ooh. Ouch. Rip 6. Anything meaningful to discuss? Not particularly. I love the idea of number 2 being truthful, but the odds are not likely. I like killing them though, just because the information they provide is usually pretty nice. I'm not loving this. 1, 6, 2, 7, 1, 3. You have me feeling a little awkward. We can use Judge on Confessor. Oh, that's tough. It's fine. So you don't have 2 evils adjacent. And you were fake, so there's not a corrupted from Plague Doctor, which is nice. You are fake. The problem is whether or not... 7 is real, by the way. It's good. 1 is real. 6 is real as well. We kind of already know that, though. So I think it's just 8. Nice. Hey, 5,000 even. I didn't even plan for that, but it happened. And a nice Puka village to celebrate. You're good, which means you can't be Puka, you can't be Puka. You're also probably not. You could be Puka if this is, oh. You have my interest. Lol. Whoops. Alright. I'll probably end it there for this video, though. But that was 5K in blind mode. So, not too bad. It is a different experience. You just have to take it a little slower. Be more careful. We had a lot of those villages. We had the very lucky 50-50, to be fair. So, it does feel kind of bad to pull off a 5K run on the back end of that 50-50, but... looking back, it's just kind of hard to imagine anything that could have told me or like solved the 50-50, and 2, my greed is unending and I must greed for value. Like 30 villages, 5K is not a great average. It's not terrible. My 10K run was like a 57 village run, so I'm a little behind that pace. Anyways. Thanks for watching. If you want to see me do more blind mode, let me know. Maybe I could do strategies or guides for it. Otherwise, I will be going back to standard play. And also, I'll be utilizing the very helpful new pin deck to board setting, where you can just like pin stuff. It's so good. I love this change, by the way. Or this addition. Super brilliant. Anyways, thanks for watching. I've been Shoot. I'm glad I'm getting back into the game. I may leave in the first few failed runs just because I think it's nice to show failures on occasion. I usually cut things out to kind of condense down the experience, but this time will be different. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.